The reason most engines die before 200,000 miles has nothing to do with bad luck or how hard the car was driven. It has everything to do with the advice those owners followed. Advice that was designed to generate service revenue, not protect engines. Those oil change stickers, those factory maintenance schedules, those dealership service reminders, they are not engineering recommendations. They are business models. After 22 years in shops watching good engines fail from completely preventable causes, I put the habits that actually work into one list, 10 of them, all genuinely easy, most of them cheap or free. And number one, I'm saving it for the end, costs absolutely nothing, takes under 2 minutes, and is the single biggest separator between the cars I see destroyed at 130,000 miles and the ones that reach 500,000 with the original engine still running strong. Let's get into it. Number 10. Oil change intervals. Stop following the sticker. The 3,000-mile oil change is a marketing invention, not a mechanical standard. It was an appropriate guideline for an era of crude conventional oil and engines that ran hot and leaked constantly. Modern full synthetic oil, which is what nearly every engine built after 2010 requires, is formulated to hold its protective properties well beyond that interval under normal driving conditions. According to the American Automobile Association, drivers who follow actual manufacturer-specified intervals rather than arbitrary shop sticker recommendations save between $200 and $400 annually with no measurable increase in engine wear. Your real interval is in your owner's manual. Use the correct oil grade listed there, trust the oil life monitor if your car has one, and stop paying for a service schedule that was never based on your engine in the first place. That money is yours. Number 9. Cold start, warm-up. 30 seconds, that cost nothing. When your engine sits overnight, oil drains off the cam lobes, valve train, and upper bearings. For the first 10 to 20 seconds after a cold start, those surfaces are running with nearly no lubrication. I have pulled valve covers off thousands of engines over the course of my career, and the ones from drivers who let the engine idle 30 seconds before pulling out of the driveway look measurably different from the ones that saw immediate load at cold start. The cam lobe wear pattern is visible without magnification, not a subtle difference, a clear physical difference in the metal surface. The entire habit is this. After a cold start, let the engine run for 30 seconds before you put it in gear and avoid hard acceleration for the first 2 miles. That is it. It costs nothing, and it eliminates a category of wear that accumulates quietly for years and eventually shows up as a $4,180 rebuild nobody saw coming. Number 8. Transmission fluid. The service nobody ever mentions. Most drivers think about transmission fluid for the first time when the transmission starts failing. A home health aide from outside Cincinnati brought a 2014 Camry into my shop at 103,000 miles, oil changes done on schedule, tires rotated, car well cared for by every standard she knew about. Nobody had ever once mentioned that transmission fluid was a service item. By the time she came in, the transmission was already slipping on the 2-3 shift and showing early signs of internal wear. The service cost her $189. The rebuilt transmission she was roughly 4 months away from needing would have run $3,847. Service your transmission fluid at or before 60,000 miles and use the fluid specification listed in your owner's manual, not the generic universal blend some shops push to simplify their inventory. If you're already past 100,000 miles with no service history on it, have the fluid condition inspected before committing to a full flush. Severely degraded fluid in a worn unit sometimes requires a different approach. Number 7. Coolant flush, the engine killer. That looks fine. Coolant does not turn black or smell burnt. It sits in a closed system and looks perfectly clean in the overflow reservoir long past the point where it has lost the chemistry that actually protects your engine. 2 Honda CR-Vs, both at 118,000 miles, came through my shop in the same month. One had been flushed at 50,000 and again at 100,000 per the factory schedule. The other had the original fill still in it. The serviced car was clean, nothing to do. When I pulled the cap on the second one, the fluid was rust brown and the water pump was already beginning to weep at the seal. That car needed a pump, thermostat, and flush, $612 total. That 2 routine services over 10 years would have prevented for well under $180 combined. Check your owner's manual for the service interval. If you don't know when it was last done, any shop can test the pH in 2 minutes with a test strip, usually at no charge. Number 6. Air filter. The easiest fix on this entire list. Pull your air filter and look at it. A new one is nearly white. One that needs replacing is gray to black and visibly loaded with debris. Your engine combusts a precise ratio of air and fuel. Restrict the air side of that equation, and the engine management system compensates by pulling more fuel. That compensation costs you money at every fill-up. The Department of Energy has documented that a restricted air filter measurably reduces fuel economy and forces the engine to work harder under acceleration. A replacement filter runs between $17 and $34 depending on the application and takes 6 minutes to swap. If you've put more than 20,000 miles on the car since anyone mentioned the air filter, there is a real chance you've already spent more in extra fuel than the filter costs to replace. This is the easiest win on this list. Number 5. Spark plugs. Nobody notices until it's too late. Spark plugs degrade so gradually that most drivers never register the performance loss until the car is running measurably worse than it was 40,000 miles ago. What most people don't know is that a partially fouled plug doesn't just cost you fuel economy, it sends unburned fuel into the exhaust stream on every misfire cycle. That unburned fuel reaches the catalytic converter, where it combusts at temperatures the converter was never designed to handle. I have replaced catalytic converters on cars that had no business needing one at 90,000 miles, and in almost every case, the root cause traced back to plugs that were overdue by 20,000 miles or more. The converter replacement runs between $912 and $1,583 on a typical 4-cylinder. The plugs that would have prevented it cost $40 and take 45 minutes to install. Your interval is in the owner's manual, typically 60,000 miles for copper plugs and up to 100,000 for iridium or platinum. That is a $43 fix, protecting a $1,383 part. What comes next costs even less to address and has a direct connection to whether your car stops when you need it to. Number 4. Brake fluid. The fluid that quietly absorbs water. Brake fluid is hygroscopic. It absorbs moisture from the surrounding air through microscopic pathways in the system's rubber components over time. That absorbed moisture lowers the fluid's boiling point, which means under hard braking, sustained highway driving, steep descents, emergency stops, the fluid can reach temperatures where it partially vaporizes inside the lines. When that happens, you get brake fade, a soft, spongy pedal at the moment you need maximum stopping force. A retired teacher from outside Nashville brought a 2016 Honda Accord into my shop complaining that the brakes felt mushy on the interstate. She had owned the car 6 years and never had the fluid tested. The moisture content had already compromised her boiling point to where fade was occurring under sustained braking. A full flush ran her $97. The moisture was also beginning to corrode the caliper pistons from the inside. Left another season. She was looking at caliper replacements on both rear corners at $538. Test your brake fluid every 2 years. Most shops will check moisture content for free with an electronic tester. If it reads above 3%, flush it. Quick reminder, if this is saving you money, hit that subscribe button right now. It helps us keep making videos like this. Number 3. Fuel system cleaner. The $11 service the industry doesn't want you doing yourself. Fuel injectors work by atomizing fuel into a precise spray pattern inside the combustion chamber. Over time, deposits from the fuel itself, particularly in engines that see a lot of short trips and cold starts, build up on the injector tips and distort that pattern. Instead of a fine mist, you get an irregular stream. Combustion efficiency drops, fuel economy dips, and the engine management system compensates in ways that add quiet cost to every tank. 2 Toyota Tacomas came through my shop 6 months apart, both V6 automatics at 95,000 miles, both maintained by owners who paid attention to their trucks. The difference was that one had been running a bottle of quality fuel system cleaner through the tank every 15,000 miles, and the other had never used one. The injector pattern test on the maintained truck was clean and even. The other had 2 injectors showing visible deposit buildup and a fuel economy reading 11% below the truck's baseline. A shop cleaning service ran $213. A bottle of Techron or equivalent runs between $9 and $14 at any auto parts store. 1 bottle every 15,000 miles. That is the entire habit. And speaking of habits, I promised you number 1 at the start of this video. It costs nothing, takes under 2 minutes, and it is coming right after this last tip. Number 2. Tire rotation and alignment. The drivetrain protection nobody talks about. Tire rotation is something most drivers treat purely as a tire maintenance item. It is also a drivetrain protection item. Uneven tire wear creates load imbalances that stress wheel bearings, CV joints, and suspension components in ways that remain invisible until something fails. According to the Rubber Manufacturers Association, tires that are rotated on schedule last an average of 20% longer than tires on the same vehicle that are not. But the deeper cost is what uneven wear does to the hardware behind the tires. A wheel bearing that fails prematurely on a front-wheel drive car because of an uncorrected alignment pulling hard to one side runs between $290 and $463 to replace, and it fails years before it should. Rotation every 5,000 to 7,500 miles and an alignment check once a year or immediately after any hard pothole impact keeps the load even, the wear even, and the components behind the wheels operating inside their design tolerances. And that brings us to number 1. I told you at the start it costs nothing and takes under 2 minutes. Here it is. Number 1, check your oil level once a month. The free habit that separates engines that last from engines that don't. Most engines consume some oil between changes. That is normal. It is built into the engineering tolerances of the rings and valve seals, and manufacturers account for it in their specifications. What they do not account for is whether you are paying attention to it. A modern engine running full synthetic on a 7,500-mile interval can consume between a quarter and a full quart every 2,000 to 3,000 miles, depending on the engine, the driving conditions, and the age of the seals. Do the math. If your engine sits on the moderate end of that consumption range and you are 5,000 miles into your interval, you may already be running 1.5 to 2 quarts low before you see a single warning light. Most low oil indicators are not calibrated to alert you until the level is critically low, not slightly low, critically low. A delivery driver from outside Memphis brought a 2016 Malibu into my shop after the engine developed a knock at 91,000 miles. He had changed his oil faithfully every 6,000 miles, used the correct grade, kept every receipt. He had never once opened the hood between services because nobody had ever told him he needed to. Oil consumption on that engine was running about 3/4 of a quart per 2,500 miles, within the range GM considers acceptable for that application. But at 91,000 miles, nearly 6,000 miles into his interval, he was close to 2 quarts low when the knock started. The rod bearing damage was already done. A short block replacement ran $6,247 in parts and labor. That engine had at least 200,000 miles left in it that it never got. Pull the dipstick once a month. That is the entire habit. 90 seconds, no tools, no cost. You will not need to add oil every time. Most months you will not add anything. But checking tells you whether your engine is consuming oil faster than it should, whether a slow leak is developing somewhere, and whether the level is where it needs to be to protect the bearings and cam surfaces that determine how long the engine lasts. Every driver I have personally watched reach 400,000 or 500,000 miles on an original engine shared this habit. Not an expensive additive, not a special oil brand. They simply knew what was in their engine at all times. That knowledge is free, and it takes 90 seconds a month. I want to ask you something honest before you go. When was the last time you pulled the dipstick between oil changes? Drop it in the comments. Not to call anyone out, this one mistake has quietly destroyed engines and people who were otherwise doing everything right. Your answer might tell you something worth knowing. If you want to know the 5 things that are quietly killing your engine right now without a single warning light, click the video on the left. I will see you there.